Good morning. The number of Syrian refugees has now passed 2 million. The United Nations says the figures are alarming and show that almost all of them were registered in the last 12 months. The High Commissioner for Refugees described the situation as a disgraceful humanitarian calamity with suffering and displacement unparalleled in recent history. Meanwhile, the French government has released intelligence suggesting the Assad regime was responsible for the chemical attack that left hundreds of civilians dead. President Obama says the United States should take military action against Syria, but is seeking congressional authorization. He's had a meeting with his former election rival, John McCain, for help in overcoming any opposition.
If the Congress were to reject a resolution like this, after the President of the United States has already committed to action, the consequences would be catastrophic in that the credibility of this country would be shredded.
Domestic abuse activists calling for Fife MSP Bill Walker to stand down are holding a protest outside the Scottish Parliament this afternoon. The 71-year-old has been convicted of 23 domestic abuse charges and will be sentenced later this month. The campaigners are backing a motion that's demanding the member for Dunfermline vacates his seat immediately. Heather Cody from Scottish Women's Aid is perplexed about Mr Walker's refusal to resign.
I think everyone's scratching their heads and wondering how he's managing to continue, and I think that sends quite a clear message to everybody that Bill Walker clearly doesn't see that he's done anything terribly wrong. If he did take this seriously and hold his public office seriously, he would step down.
Dundee City Council is being accused of making little progress on providing a dial-a-bus service. Regional transport group Tactran wanted to see an urban pilot project launched in the city 5 years ago. West End representative Fraser McPherson says he's frustrated by the issue. He thinks dial-a-bus would provide the elderly and disabled with a quality service.
I'm very disappointed that Dundee City Council has, over the past few years, made such little progress towards providing map responsive transport. I think dial-a-bus would provide far more journeys per week for people with mobility difficulties than the current taxi card does, and I really do hope Dundee City Council can grasp this issue.
Cooper's former jail, railway station and a grain silo are all among the venues for the Fife Towns Arts Festival.